special guest into the booth. That's the Commissioner of Baseball, Rob Manfred. How you doing, Commish?
I'm great, Michael.
Good to see you.
Really good to be here.
This is a big day in Major League Baseball, Jackie Robinson Day. What does it mean to the sport?
Well, I think it's a day when the sport tries to reflect on how important Jackie Robinson was, not only to baseball's history, but American history, and to think about where we are today and whether we're doing everything we possibly can to promote diversity and inclusion in the sport.
Castro leads off. You know, I said at the beginning when we came on the air, a high fly ball, deep left, Aoki back, will make the play that, you know, April 15, 1947, it's not just a big day in baseball, it was a big day for race relations in this country. I mean, it was that global in terms of what he did for his people, and it's just an amazing, the feel and the reach that he still has.
Yeah, it really is. I think, you know, I had a chance earlier in the week to see Ken Burns' piece on Jackie Robinson, and you realize how profound his effect was, not only while he was playing, but after he was done playing.
And you have also had the honor and the privilege, because I've had that as well, of meeting Rachel Robinson. I mean, what an elegant, classy woman who lived through it all with Jackie. It wasn't just Jackie, it was Rachel Robinson as well.
It was pretty amazing. She was in Cuba with us. She actually flew on Air Force One with President Obama. And if you see the documentary, so much of it is Rachel talking about, you know, her remembrance of what went on. But President Obama's in the documentary as well. And I now know where they got to be friends.
Really?
Yeah, they were. It was really great. Really great.
You see some of those films, and it always catches your eye because Jackie Robinson is Jackie Robinson. But the torment he went through. I mean, playing the game and just, you know, kind of carrying the torch.
Yeah, it was just a really amazing human experience. The fact that he was able to maintain that sort of staid presence at the beginning of his career when all of this was going on. I mean, I never realized there was actually a player strike vote, that they were going to go on strike if he played. Now, it never came to fruition, but, you know, you can imagine the pressure that must have created on that one individual.
You mentioned the Ken Burns documentary. I'm curious as to all the stories that we've seen and written or have read. What was unearthed or something that you were not aware of that Ken Burns and his crew was able to dig up?
I'll tell you one great thing in the story was that Jackie changed. You know, the story you always hear is when he first came up, you know, he never responded. He didn't take any of the taunts. But later in his playing career, he became much more aggressive. And an interesting part of the story was it was not all that well received, to tell you the truth. So it's a very nuanced piece, I think.
Now, I know it's very important to you, Commissioner, to have diversity in baseball. And I was reading a stat. So in 1947, Jackie breaks the color line here in baseball. I believe the stat is only 8% of present Major League Baseball players are African American. What are we doing to fix that?
Well, let me start with the numbers first. You know, we have tremendous diversity in terms of Latin American players, Latino players. So if you take the players out that were not born in the United States, our number is actually 11%, which is just about the population number. We'd like to be better than that. We have a number of programs that are designed to increase the number of African Americans. We have a broad-based grassroots program, the RBI program. The urban youth academies, we now have 6 of them, 3 more on the drawing board, designed to promote elite play in underserved areas. And, you know, some of these programs, largely the Commissioner Seelig started, to tell you the truth, are starting to bear fruit. 25% of the first round in the draft last year was African American. It's a great number for us. And if you look at the prospect list, you know, everybody's got their top prospect list now. Every list is between 18 and 20% African American. So we think we're starting to see some fruit from these programs.
1-1 count on Ellsbury at second base after the stolen base is Headley. Yankees lead 1-0. We're on the bottom of the second. We're talking to the Commissioner of Baseball, Rob Manfred. And Ellsbury swings and misses. Overall, how do you feel about the game? Not this one, your game.
I'm really excited about where we are. I think that, you know, we have tremendous competitive balance in the sport. And I think that is the key to selling our product, because our product's competition at the end of the day. We've been very fortunate. We've been able to grow the revenues. It's been great for the players, obviously great for the owners as well. And so I feel very positive about the state of the game.
It's always great to see you. It really is. We thank you
Really
so much
good
for
to
coming
see
in.
you too,
Thank you so
Michael.
much.
All right.
That's Rob
Oh, great
Manfred,
to see you.
the commissioner of baseball. No runs a hit and 1 man left. We've played 2. It's 1-0 Yankees.